Jason, what is up, my brother? How was New York?
New York is cool. I am the opposite of spending lots of money on things. I believe you call that cheap. That would be me. No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm literally in the heart of Brooklyn, which is very cool. I have never been to New York or surrounding areas before, so to be able to experience this, it's pretty cool. The weather's been great. The morning did start off a little ominous, so I'm hoping the day turns out a little bit better. But other than that, I ended up dropping like the broadcast equipment right on the edge of my toe, and I'm in like some serious pain. You know those cartoons where like someone will fall on the toe and they'll have like an exaggerated big toe and it'll be like throbbing. That's the way my big toe feels right now.
Wow, I'm sorry.
So that's how my day started. So I'm really hoping that things get a lot better from that point on.
Hey, fighting through the pain.
Just get some tape and wrap it around. And when you come through the interior, make sure that you go on the outside of your heel and bring it back up, and you should be good.
I was thinking about maybe even just going Ronnie Lott and cutting the thing off, but that's, I decided not to go that route.
You're a better man than me.
Man, so much audible violence. Trevor Manich and now Jason.
When you go to New York,
meanwhile, Gregor Bell just tweeted Aloha Cougar Nation images from Hawaii. So Brian and I are feeling great about our lives and what's going on.
No, I'm not. I hate everybody that's in Hawaii.
Yeah, okay.
I'm mad.
Strong word, Max Hall. Let's talk about the game in front of us, BYU versus Alabama. You're going to call this game on BYU Radio with Mark Durant coming up at 2:30 Eastern Time, pregame at 1:30. If BYU wins this game, what do you think they did?
Well, first of all, they're going to have to shoot really well. I think if they win this game, they shoot a high percentage, especially from three. I mean, that's what we've seen when this BYU basketball team is really clicking on all cylinders. Not only are they shooting the ball well, but their perimeter game is, dare I say, elite. So I think that that's something that will play a major role. And then on the defensive end, I mean, you're going up against a team, obviously 25th ranked in the country. I mean, this is a good basketball team, but when you look at it even closer, the thing that stands out to me about this Alabama team is not only are they really good, but they're really young, and that doesn't always coincide. Usually it takes a team a little while, especially with such young players, to be able to play this well together, and they have really gelled quickly, and it's all led by Colin Sexton, the freshman, the consensus top 10 player coming out of high school. He has been fantastic. He's averaging 25 a game, leads the SEC all scorers in hoops through 3 games. I mean, this is a guy that you're going to have to pay attention to. They're athletic, they're long, so BYU is going to have to make sure that they don't let these guys go off, which we've seen so far this season that they can very easily do.
Jason, this is a top 5 game on BYU's schedule. Pretty big opportunity for BYU. So what would a win mean for this BYU team today against Alabama?
Well, it would be huge. I mean, it's an opportunity to take on a top 25 team. I mean, this is one of those wins that for BYU, I mean, that's what you're wanting to do in your non-conference. I mean, obviously your conference games are set, but when you schedule your non-conference games, it's an opportunity for you to not only prepare yourself for when conference begins, but it's an opportunity to play teams that can get you noticed nationally. And a win today over an Avery Johnson-coached Alabama Crimson Tide team would do that. It would, and quite honestly, I think it would be, after all of the talk after the loss to UT Arlington, it would be able to kind of settle that down and let BYU prove to themselves that they can take on these teams. So it's a huge game. And I'm glad that it's game 1 versus the game tomorrow, because obviously playing back-to-back is always a tricky situation. I'm glad they're getting Alabama in the first game of this Barclays Center Classic.
And Alabama could be looking ahead to 14th-ranked Minnesota. That's the matchup for them, which is coming up tomorrow. BYU's is straight up with Alabama here. Elijah Bryant played on an injured foot Tuesday, actually led BYU in scoring with 22 off the bench. How does he look?
It is so funny that you asked that question at that very moment, because literally as you're mentioning Elijah Bryant, the BYU bus pulls right in front of the window I'm standing at, and the one silhouette I can see is Elijah's hair.
Of course.
Nice.
The weekend has arrived.
Long hair, don't care.
That was perfect timing, by the way. All accounts are everything is good. He's been practicing the last couple of days, so he should be in the starting lineup for BYU today, and then all is well when it comes to Elijah.
BYU and Alabama coming up 2:30 Eastern Time on Facebook Live and BYU Radio. You can listen to BYU Radio pregame coverage as well at 1:30. We know about Avery Johnson as the head coach. We've talked about Colin Sexton. What else do the Tide bring to the table?
Well, as I mentioned, they bring a lot of athleticism and size. Another guy to pay attention to today is, ironically enough, another freshman, John Petty. He's number 23. He's averaging almost 16 points a game. And the other thing about Alabama is they shoot the ball really well. They're shooting 55%. So, and this is one of the most – there has not been an Alabama basketball team that's been able to score like this in probably 10 years. The last time that they were able to score this kind of clip was about 10 years ago. So this is an unusually offensive-minded team that the Crimson Tide will bring in. They're good rebounders. This will be a nice challenge for BYU. And then I mentioned we've seen over the last couple of games where BYU will go through these lulls where they're not hitting their shots. I don't think you're going to be able to do that for an extended period of time against a team like Alabama and have a legitimate chance to beat them. The BYU shooting is going to have to stay on pretty much all afternoon.
Well, tell Jay-Z hello. I know he has a concert coming up Sunday, and he's from Brooklyn, so tell him hi, and good luck on the call. We'll be listening.
Tell Beyonce I said hi. I don't care about Jay-Z.
Tell Beyonce to answer a text.
Yes.
Brian.
No, she doesn't. You don't need to go there. Just respond to my tweet. That's it.
If I run into them, I will make sure that I tell them hello, and I'm sure they'll know exactly who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Appreciate that.
Jason, we appreciate it. Good luck, brother.
Thanks, guys.